All right. Let's get right into it today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Really appreciate your time. We're going to dive straight into this. Okay, so today I'm going to teach you guys the exact science of how, in the first 6 months of starting my digital marketing agency, I was able to make six figures. Okay, I was able to make $100,000 in the first 6 months of starting my LLC. So I started my LLC in April of 2020, and by May, June, July, August, September, I was already at over $100,000 in gross income that I generated through my agency. Okay, I quit my job. I was able to do everything that I wanted to do. I was starting to hire a team. I was getting clients. Some weeks I got, one of the first weeks I was in business, I got 6 new clients. Okay, imagine having to do ads for a Chinese freight forwarding company, a Canadian real estate company, a Norwegian Santa Claus doll company, a digital marketing agency like myself going after lawyers, and there's another one we got all in the same week, right? And I'm going to share with you guys exactly how this all came to be. So in today's training, I'm going to teach you how to generate and fulfill agency clients on demand, and this is the lead generation edition, hacks by Nate Tilley. Yours truly. So today's agenda, I'm going to teach you guys agency acquisition strategies and fulfillment overviews. Okay, so today's not going to be as much about the mindset of like why digital advertising or how it works exactly. It's going to be more of a high level of like ways to get clients. Okay, how I got my first clients organically, and that just means without spending money on advertising. And then how I started reinvesting the money I was getting into paid ads, how I nurtured leads, okay, how I fulfilled on the whatever I sold them on. So many people worry about, how do I close a client? How do I close a client? Then you close a client, then you can't deliver for them, and the whole thing, you end up looking like a clown. So I'm going to help you avoid that. I'm going to teach you how to fulfill on the services and deliver on whatever expectations that were set, and how to set the right expectations, right? And then how to close deals. Also, guys, in the SKOOL community, once you get, I think, to level 2, you unlock my master closer master class. It's literally me going over my exact script, my exact framework for how I lead a discovery call, transition that into a demo, and close a deal, one call close style, just like my coach taught me. So, and then I'm going to teach you guys how to automate, refine, and scale. All right. So, my story, guys, I grew up in a little bit in the school of hard knocks. I don't know if some of you guys can relate. Don't come from a silver spoon, that's for sure. Not necessarily, super, super low income, but right in the middle, paycheck to paycheck. Sometimes the lights got shut off. Sometimes the electricity wouldn't work, the hot water, that kind of stuff. But, we always made ends meet. However, once I graduated high school, going into college and then dropping out of college, I didn't have any safety net with my parents. I didn't have any fund money waiting for me, and I had to get out there and grind. Right, so I was a dishwasher. I ran kitchens. I was a delivery driver. I really was hungry to start my own business, and I was trying to figure out exactly how I was going to do that, and I didn't know. Right, I tried a bunch of things. I tried MLM marketing. I worked for Patrick Bet David for PHP for a while, selling life insurance. I was selling acai bowls out of my house. I was doing anything and everything I could to try to make it to the next level in my business and life. I was looking at real estate. I was looking at drop shipping, everything. I was soaking it all up. And when things really clicked for me, it was in 2018. I was working at a car dealership, and I was detailing, and I was obsessing about online advertising because I realized that it was an in-demand service that a lot of boomer business owners and a lot of the older generation didn't understand. And so I said, hey, maybe I can figure this out. Maybe I can figure out how to get them new clients. And then when they get a new client, maybe if the new client's worth more than whatever they had to pay to get the new client from the ads, maybe then I could make some money in the middle, right? I basically just wanted to be a middleman. I connect a client that wants a service to a business owner that has a service but doesn't know how to find the client. Boom. And I create a bridge, right? That was my theory, and it worked out really, really well. So before I started to get any clients, though, guys, I would spend 8 to 12 hours a day just listening to material about marketing, about lead generation, about sales, about closing. I would focus and study on all that stuff constantly, day in and day out, and that's what really took me to the next level. So before I got into actually being a digital marketer, I just went to the local dealership that I work for, and I went to the martial arts gym that I trained for, and I set up the whole system for them, and they were my first clients, and I set them up on a free trial. Of course, the car dealership I worked at paid me hourly, so I made a little bit of money there, but I did it like after hours. And really, I was just doing it for the experience. I just wanted to be able to build a case study, and that's exactly what I did. So the car dealership, actually, I spent my first $100 on ads. I got 12 leads. I called them all myself. I texted them all myself. I followed up. I didn't even know how to sell cars at this point, and I ended up selling 3 cars. Okay, which for those of you guys that don't know, that makes a dealership anywhere from they could make $9,000 to $15,000 profit just from selling those 3 cars. So my $100 to make $15,000, they were super happy. They cut me a check, $3,500, biggest check. I'll never forget that feeling. Biggest check I'd ever got to date, $3,500 at the time. And I was sold. I was like, I got to get really good at this. So I continued to run ads for that same dealership for about 8 months to a year. And then I decided to branch off. It was 2020, and it was time to move on into other dealerships and other clients, and so I started my agency then. I chose lead generation as my specialty because I realized that I can help grow businesses and really take people to the next level. If I can help a business owner get a new client, they'll continue to pay and stay with me long term. So yeah, so I was super, super happy about that. Went super well, and we keep going from there. So I've ran ads for over 450 businesses now. In just 2020, I ran ads for over 100 businesses in 15 different niches, and I'll tell you guys exactly how I got that going. So the first step is going to be